Hey everybody, thanks for stopping by Cowboy Leather. I'm Scott. Today, I'm just make a little short video here. Something kind of on my mind, been doing a lot of thinking and calculating and figuring, and I've come up with something that I feel is pretty important as a maker of leather products. You know, there's a time that you're making something and it just sort of dries up. If you're making horse tack, there's certain times a year that I don't know about everywhere, but here where I am in Tennessee, horse tack just kind of dries out. You know, whether it be anything horse related. Around here, summertime, people decide that it's too hot to ride their horses. Fall, spring, things pick up a little bit. But I'm finding that the horse tack is getting harder and harder to sell. It's easy to make, but it's getting harder and harder to sell it. One thing is because time of year. Second thing is a lot of stuff's coming in from overseas. People like that bling. Well, I myself, I don't put a lot of bling on them. When I make horse tack, head stalls, bridles, I make it for working people. You know, somebody that's going to put it on their horse before sun comes up and take it off their horse an hour after sun goes down. So like I say, I build my stuff to last, make it a little heavier than a lot of people do. I guarantee heavier than what they bring in from overseas. But where I'm going with this is, my opinion is there's a time to know when to hold them and a time to know when to fold them. I've got kind of a rule. If I make it and it hangs on the wall more than 30 days, 90 days, and in that period of time I haven't sold but one, well, instead of wasting my time and leather, I just won't make it. Now, on a rule, I usually keep 3-4 of everything I sell pretty much made ahead. Because anything I hate worse is get an order for 3 and only have 1 made. So I try and keep a little bit of stock. But there are things that I have hanging in the shop here that have been here way too long. So, with that said, it's like, do I want to keep carrying that, making it, or do I want to move on to something else, something that I know will sell? Now, for instance, we make these things. They hold. I just happen to have a bottle of green tea here. Slip that on your belt. You got a drink. Now you can put whatever you want in there. You can put your adult beverage in there. They're handy for parties and just a novelty. But I sell quite a few of these. They're simple to make. Or, here of late, I think I showed you these in one of my other videos, making these canvas and leather bags. Well, I've been selling these pretty well. Again, doesn't take much time to build it, and the return on it is pretty good. Now, something else that on the same concept, we make these. They've got basically same thing. They got a pocket on the inside, pocket on the outside. We make these out of 5-6 ounce leather. Again, they're starting to pick up and sell. Now, that's something new. I was not a big person on selling like handbags and purses and bags like that. Well, I branched out. Let's see what else we got here. Myself, I find I do rather well. Get around here. Holsters and gun belts. Most everybody's got a gun. And a lot of people like to go play cowboy, play dress up. I saw quite a few of these. I saw a lot of these. Knife sheaths. Again, simple, quick. Most everybody carries a pocket knife. If you don't, shame upon you. But I've come around. Now, I've been doing this now for 12, 13 years. And I've seen a lot of products come and go. As far as, they'll sell hot for a month, 2 months. And all of a sudden it just kind of peters out and dries up. So I move on to something else. And I think the whole thing about this video, and in my opinion, you got to have a selection of stuff that you make to fall back on when something that has been selling like hotcakes all of a sudden dries up. Now, you're thinking, okay, bags, pouches, whatever. Everybody's making them. Well, everybody's making stuff like horse tack. It's simple. It doesn't take a lot of money to do it. You can make horse tack with a strip knife, some D-rings, buckles, put some tooling on it, and sell it. Now, something like horse tack, if you're making it, you can take it to horse shows, rodeos. I've got different people that's what they say. They can't sell it out of their shop. But if they go to a rodeo, horse sales, or someplace like that, they can sell it. Well, I don't have time to do that. So I concentrate on what I can sell on eBay, sell through out of my store, and when that stuff starts to kind of slack off, I think, okay, let's start making some wallets. Everybody uses a wallet. Everybody pretty much, like I say, has a knife. They need a knife sheath. I'm going to make it when it stops selling good, then I move on to something else. You always have to think one step ahead. What can I make? What's the market? And I'd say that'd be a great philosophy to do. If it don't sell, don't make it. If it sells, keep making it until it doesn't sell. And I find that, purses, tote bags, wallets, card holders, stuff like that, people always carry a driver's license. They're going to need some kind of wallet. You carry money unless you own a leather shop, and then you don't have a lot of money. But you have to figure out what you're going to sell. When it stops selling, come up with something else. Make purses, make wallets, whatever. I've got a clicker die back there. I think I've said in one of my other videos, I take a lot of my scrap and I turn them into saddle conchos. Well, I take 100 of them, put them in a Ziploc bag. I sell them on eBay for, I forget what I listed for, but I sell them by the 100. I do pretty good there. Get rid of my scrap, make some money. I sell the saddle conchos. They're 2 inch and inch and a half, I believe the smaller ones are. But I sell them. Spur straps. It comes and goes. Stirrup hobbles. Everybody loses a stirrup hobble. When I had horses, I used to carry 2 sets because they break whatever. But they sell good. They're easy to make. Sometimes you make them out of your scraps, but I wouldn't go and cut up a good piece of leather just to make stirrup hobbles. So there's a lot of things you can make and try and sell it. eBay, as much as, I kind of sort of don't like selling on eBay, but I do. I do pretty good. And there is a time, like right now, I don't know about other leather people, but kids are out of school, summertime, they're traveling, mom and dad's taking them out for vacation. When school goes back into session, then I find I sell a little bit more. Christmas time, I can't keep enough stuff in stock at Christmas time. Now, if I'm making, I make two or three different varieties of black powder shooting bags, over the cross body bag, belt pouches, stuff like that for black powder shooting, black powder hunting. Come the fall, I sell quite a few of those. Again, they're pretty easy to make. You can trick them out any way you want. Sometimes I get a hair-on cowhide. I cut it up. I stitch it on there, make it look kind of old. Take a deer antler or something like that, put it on there for a closure. They sell. So you have to my suggestion is don't focus on just one product. Have a bunch of projects that you can fall back on. The object is to get your name out there, get known as making a good quality product, and so people know that. Sorry about that. Had to put you on pause. Had a customer come in and order up a pair of leather suspenders. So that's another thing too. I make leather suspenders and leather belts, and those are another item that sell pretty good. So again, I don't mean to repeat myself. I forgot where I left off. Just, if you're going to make stuff, make a variety of stuff. Sell what you can as long as you can, and then move on. So, all right. With that said, I'm going to end it here. It's getting close to quitting time on my end. So, hope everybody has a good weekend. And I really wish everybody a lot of good luck if you're starting out in the leather industry. There's plenty of room. We'll make good stuff, great stuff, and get it out there for sale. Maybe people will wake up and start buying all American made instead of buying that stuff that comes in from overseas. That falls apart 2 weeks after you get it, or it gets rained on. So, with that said, if you like these videos, you want to see more, hit the subscribe, hit a like. Your help to keep this channel going would be greatly appreciated. Everybody have a good weekend. Cowboy out.